Oman is about 2 hours away from here, I believe. It took us maybe a little less than 2 hours to drive here from Oman. We stayed here last night, my friends and I, and we're getting ready to leave soon. I built this fire a few hours before it got dark so I could see all the wood and gathered it all into one spot. And then maybe like, an hour or two before it got dark, I lit the fire and I just put in the last of the wood that I collected right here. There's more that I can gather if I need. And my friend Moshe and I, we went in the river. There's a river right here. We were in the river and we did we immersed our bodies into the river to do a ritual, spiritual cleansing. And the fire let us be able to see as we were going in the water. It was getting darker and darker. Now it's completely dark outside. Well, the fire allowed us to see our way in pretty clearly. And then while we were in the water, to know that we weren't floating away too far from anything because there's a strong current, we saw where the fire was. And when we came back to this little area, we just followed the fire, and that made it really easy. And also the water's freezing, probably the coldest water I've ever been in. So it was really good to have a warm fire to come out to and dry off and have the smoke. Smoke from fire, I believe, is very healthy as long as it's from wood, from trees, natural. And I've had a very, 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 very good time here in Breslov. It feels very peaceful. Today I took a walk up the hill. You can see the river from higher. And there's really nothing around here. I'm saying the cemetery's got a lot of graves, tombs, stones with Hebrew on it. So a lot of Jews buried there. I've seen some of them from like 19 something. Like some of them are not that far out long ago. And there's really nothing to, there's no one really around here, like neighbors or, I'm saying there is a house there. I don't know if that's the guy. I don't know who that is, but it's really, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, It's a pretty cool spot to be in for a while. I'm glad I got to spend, probably about 18 hours here so far, maybe 20, I don't know. Maybe even 24. I don't remember what time I got here yesterday. Could be I've already been here 24 hours. But it's been really, really good. It's been really good. Breslov is definitely a city that you should make on your bucket list to visit. So good and nice to have the warm fire to warm up to be able to see outside also. Take Yasha for fire. Saturday night, when we do Havdalah, we say Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Olam Borei Me'orei Ha'esh. It's a blessing on the fire, creation of fire.